Hello and welcome to episode number 30 of Supercalifragilistic. My name is Christian Rauchenwald. Today we're going to talk about the similarities between business and workouts, like physical education or personal training or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the proper English word would be for it, but you get what I mean. Like getting in shape personally and the parallels and similarities that there are with succeeding in business. Before we get to that, welcome to everybody who tunes in for the first time and who hasn't seen any of my previous videos. Make sure to check out the other episodes, like in this vlog/podcast. I'm documenting my journey. I'm building $1 million company from scratch. Progress reports are usually in the Sunday episodes. They may have been released on Monday. They are titled Progress or Report number 1, 2, 3 and so on, so they're easy to spot. In all the other episodes, I'm trying to deliver you with some value, something you can take away like today. So let's get right through it. What am I talking about when I'm talking about the similarities between your workouts, like your physical training, and succeeding in business? I see like a lot of similarities. It's like when you start working out, like let's assume you haven't worked out in a while, like really a long time, and you have your first workout session and you do it right, like you really push yourself to some limits, yeah. The day after your workout, you will have like physical pain, like your muscles will ache, maybe you're not able to walk easily or sit down or stand up or whatever, but you will feel pain. And the same happens in business. There it may not be pain, but the thing is, if you start something new, even if you have proper guidance, a good mentor or coach will help you avoid a lot of mistakes. You will still make some mistakes, or you will like forget something, or not pay attention to some minor detail, which will cause you pain. It will not be physical pain, but it will be pain because it will mean you launch an ad campaign even though some autoresponder is not set up, so therefore like your results are not as good as they could be. You create an ad that you think like is great because you like it, but you fail to ask other people about their opinion before like putting a lot of cash, or like instead of like testing it with a small budget first, you're like, oh, that ad's gonna work for sure, and you blow hundreds and hundreds of dollars on it with almost no results to show for. Or you think you know better because you want to save, so you like keep your ad budget too low, so like the algorithms cannot optimize properly, and therefore the ad is also inefficient, and it will cause you to like feel pain. It will make you doubt, it will make you like suffer, like, oh my god, is this really working, what am I doing here, and so on. And just like in business, where people keep telling you, and you should really believe it, that failure is part of the process. Like failure means like, okay, you did something, like it means you took action. It may have not been the right action, but you can learn from it because now you know what doesn't work for your product, and then you can tweak it or do something totally different till you find what works for your product. Just like one of my favorite examples, like Thomas Edison trying over 10,000 times before he got a working light bulb. Like there was for sure a lot of pain. I'm sure every time he thought like, okay, if I change this, it will work. If I change that, it will work. But in the end, just like with your physical workout, where if you would give up the first workout, you have like aching muscles, and you skip your second workout already because, oh, it's so impossible. It's like you will not see results. You will not lose weight, you will not build up muscle. Maybe you will even get fatter because you don't change anything. Yeah. But even if you like, even though you feel this pain, you go to the second workout, as soon as you start to use those muscles again, suddenly they're gonna feel fine, like you use them a little and they feel fine again. And after the second workout, you probably will still feel pain, maybe even after the third, but then there comes a point where even you push yourself during the workouts, you will have almost no or really no pain after the workout, and you will start to feel better after each workout. Well, like for me, when I was relocating from Germany to the Ukraine here to set up my company here, I stopped my workouts for like almost, I would say like 4 to 6 months, simply because I was traveling so much. I was like, last year I was like on more than 50 different airplanes. So you can imagine like how often I was like flying somewhere, yeah. And then it was not possible to go to the gym. I mean, it's an excuse. I could have gone to gyms like at a hotel or find some everywhere and like just pack my gym stuff. But I just decided for me it's no priority. And this year I found my new personal trainer here in the Ukraine and started working out. And after the first workout, I felt like I'm gonna die. Like I literally immediately after the workout, I needed like just to, I laid down and took a nap because I was like so exhausted. And the days after the workout, like everything hurt. I was so glad that I have an office at home and that I don't have to leave the apartment. And you see, the same is when you start some new business. Like, it's those of you who've been following this video series who know about my background, that I have quite a lot of experience in IT, e-commerce, computer science, and all that stuff. Yeah. But that I just discovered ClickFunnels at the beginning of this year, and that I also, like, for me in the beginning it was a huge surprise, like seeing the marketing differences between what works in Europe, what works in the US. Websites that convert very well within the US, if you like the structure, if you just copy the structure, they will also work within Europe. But if you also copy like the kind of layout they use there, the types of colors, fonts and stuff, they will not work properly because the audience in Europe is used something different. Yeah, they're used to something different in terms of what it looks like. The websites that like ClickFunnels uses for the one funnel away challenge, like the average, I wouldn't say the average person within my social cycle, like people I know within Europe, would classify it instantly as scam websites simply because of the way the font sizes, the colors that are used and so on, because they are not used to have like serious business websites look like that. It's not about the structure, that it's not a website with no navigation buttons. It's simply about like the let's call it corporate identity that's transmitted, that makes it look so similar to like European scam websites. Yeah, maybe it's also, I don't know, maybe maybe European scammers discovered ClickFunnels long before me and everybody else, or funnels or in general, and decided it works within the US, and like they're gonna just copy it here. I don't know why, but it's like, it simply is like that. It may change over the years, it will for sure adapt. There are more and more funnel-like websites coming out within Europe, but they are like really a minority, a huge minority, like even people in IT know not a lot about. There's like really, even I've been looking for them, and obviously I get a lot of targeted advertising because I like ClickFunnels and all that stuff. But even with that, it's really a very, very low number. So while I started out with ClickFunnels, I also was like, oh, that is amazing, it's so easy. And then I took the One Funnel Away Challenge, which I recommend to everybody, and I've been promoting it so much. Anyway, and because I have all this technical background during the challenge, I was like, oh, I'm going to create this, I'm going to create that, I'm going to create this. And what I did basically, while the creation of all those websites was quite easy, yeah, like the thing is like then creating the whole follow-up campaigns for each of them was like left out a little bit, yeah. And it took me really, like, if you consider like my One Funnel Away Challenge started like from now, it's like I think 7 weeks ago, and it took me till today to come up with a like perfect structure from where I'm sitting to create all the follow-up campaigns. Because you don't want to just, if somebody like signs up on your website for product A, service A, course A, you don't want to endlessly send them emails about this one product. Either they bought it, or they bought it after the first, second or third email, maybe even after the fifth email. But if you then keep sending them about the same product, like, they're just going to unsubscribe because you don't provide value. They already made it clear, either they bought or they didn't, but 10 emails about it will not change their opinion, yeah? And so you need to send them something else. Usually you would switch to like a Seinfeld email campaign, or like, where it's like basically you do not promote a product, you talk about stuff in your life, like try to provide some random value, yeah, and for a couple of days, and then you move them to the promotion of the next product, which would fit like if they bought the first product, or which also may like be like another initial product where you can get them into, And while initially I thought I'm gonna create like try to follow me here. So you have website or funnel A, and I thought like I'm going to create a follow-up campaign, like with every email that follows up there, like whatever. And my initial plan, I think it was also not bad, was to say like I'm going to create like 2 emails, and as soon as I see that one person that opts in the beginning reaches email number 2, I'm going to create email number 3. And as soon as I see one reaches email number 3, I'm going to create email number 4. This way it would be kind of like a just-in-time delivery. But the problem with that is when you then end up having 5 funnels or something, you every day need to check the statistics and then like sit down and write those emails and think about, oh, what can I write now? What's the next email? And then it's also because of this mentioned cross promotion, like people start with product A or funnel A, and people start with funnel B, and then maybe you have a funnel C. And so after funnel A, when you send them 3 like follow-up emails and a Seinfeld sequence, a short one. Maybe you want to send them to funnel C, yeah? And then with funnel B, you maybe have the same. You want to send them to funnel C, but from funnel C, you want them to send them to funnel A. So I would have had to write like emails promoting funnel C in funnel A and funnel B, yeah? So I would need to do it twice, which means if I want to change something, I would need to apply those changes twice. So it would just like create a huge chaos and like a horrible system to administrate it. And today I realized the solution for that. So now I created like follow-up sequences for each specific funnel / product. So I have a follow-up I haven't set up all the follow-up emails yet because it's going to be a lot. But for example, it's the 30-day series, which I recommend also to everyone. It's like 3 video interviews. The first one blew my mind, actually taking action on that right now with an old business partner / friend of mine from Austria. And there it's 30 videos. So basically for each day, for each video that there is, yeah, I can create one email. So the 30-day sequence now contains or will contain 30 emails, like talking about how amazing the video was that you saw today, and like reminding you if you didn't sign up already for the free videos, giving you 30 other chances to sign up, and hopefully one of these emails will do the job. And anyway, yeah, so now I have like people signing up in funnel A, and they get like whatever, like in that case from that funnel A they get 4 days of follow-up emails, and then from there I can set up a Seinfeld sequence and move them there for a couple of days. Actually, I don't move them. They still stay in the sequence for funnel A, but within funnel A, I have an action that says like add them to the list of the Seinfeld sequence. Yeah. So now they get like 3 days of Seinfeld emails, and then in funnel A, I set up on day 7, add them to the list of the 30-day sequence. Yeah. So then they get the 30 days emails. Yeah, and then on day 37, I say add them to the list of the other product, or to the Seinfeld sequence for some other Seinfeld emails. And then on day 40, add them to the list of, I don't know, affiliate bootcamp, where it would be like 14 or 15 follow-up emails. So you get the point. So I can move them for each funnel. I can figure out the perfect order to like have my value there, like in which order does it make sense if they bought this, or even if they didn't buy this or sign up. Yeah, like what would be the next logical step to send them to? Either way, like I could even make it like if they bought the product, like if there's a product to buy on the page, if they bought the product, send them to this follow-up funnel, because it would be like the next in the value ladder. If they didn't buy the product, send them to this follow-up thing, which would be like also like an entry-level funnel, but with a different like angle on it. Yeah, getting me another chance to get them on board with the whole value ladder thing. Yeah, and because I control everything starting from the first funnel, I basically control like where they are. The only thing like I would need to do there is like figure out it could result in people getting more than 1 email per day, because if they signed up for like funnel A for some reason, like they onboarded here and then they go to like funnel B, so like something I promote like a product of mine, not the 30-day sequence or something, but then I promote like something else, and then they start like getting the emails from funnel B, and there we will also get like to add it to certain sequences. But also because I'm adding them to the 30-day follow-up list, their email will be on the list and will be going through that. So theoretically, I haven't tested that yet. I will test it tomorrow because it's already again 2 a.m. in the morning here. Yeah, damn, that time flies. I will. Because they already went through those 30-day sequence, if I add them there again, they will not get those emails again. So I can also check, like I can say before I add them to the list, I can check like, okay, if they are already on that list, on the 30-day list, send them to the other list. But if they're not on that list, or actually I can say if they're not on the 30-day list, add them to the 30-day list. Yeah, and like there's a limit to how much things you can nest there, but it still gives a lot of possibility to basically for all the ClickFunnels products, like for the free books that are really like great value, you just pay the shipping for it, 30-day series, affiliate bootcamp, the 1 funnel away challenge, and so on. Like all that stuff together already gives like 2 months worth of daily emails. Now if you throw a Seinfeld sequence always in between with 2 or 3 days of Seinfeld emails, you basically are like talking about like 3 months to 4 months already of follow-up emails that you created the moment, and no matter where some person gets into your funnels, like no matter which product they buy, in the end everything is going to be connected anyway, because you build a value ladder. You have like an entry product, you have a more expensive product that obviously fits to the same target audience, and so on. Yeah. And doing it this way, it just ensures that like I set up all these emails once, and for each product I can watch like how are the opening rates for each of the emails, and therefore if I see like, okay, email 1 has 60% opening rate, email 2 only 10%, I can go into email 2 then and tweak it, like change the subject and the pre-header, like the part of the message that you already see in the mailbox before opening the email, so that I also get better results there. And I won't have to go into 5 funnels and change that. I only change it within that one sequence. There may be even a more efficient way, yeah, but honestly, like after now thinking about it for a couple of weeks over and over again, like not constantly, but from time to time, I realized that's the way to go. And you see, it's the same pain like with a physical workout, like where the physical workout like caused the pain, and like it was like then, oh my god, should I quit, why am I doing this? And then like after 2 or 3 times you figure out like it actually is fun, and you get better and you see results. Yeah. In my example, I see huge results with my shoulders and stuff like that. Obviously you guys, I'm gonna spare you that image. Yeah. But still you see results, and then it's like you have your progress. And the same applies here to my journey with ClickFunnels, where like yes, like for example, my first solo ad runs for something that's not a make money thing were not that great, but then like instead of giving up, like it would be the same like giving up after your first workout, like with the first 100 click solo ads that we ran into like our one funnel away funnel, the result was actually 8.4% opt-in rate, which is horrible, and nobody signed up for the challenge. But instead of giving up, I thought about like it for 2 days. Okay, what can I do here? I realized I didn't expect that, but solo ads have like 70, at least 70, more like 80% and more mobile traffic. And my page was just like not for mobile traffic. You could check it on mobile traffic and it looks nice, but it's not optimized to get opt-ins on mobile traffic. So I came up with the solution, or maybe not with the solution, but with an improvement, to create a pre-page, which is actually really just like short text and give me your email. Yeah, if you want to know more about this, give me your email. And we tried another 100 people, and we got 40% opt-in on the first pre-page, and then still, and 25% like overall. Yeah, no, 13% overall, then still opt in on the second page to go to the challenge sign up. Yeah, which like again, from those 13 also nobody instantly bought into the $100 challenge. There's like a multiple reasons for that, but it gives me also more opportunity, because I can send targeted emails to people who only opted in on the first page but didn't opt in on the second page, and I can send targeted emails to people who opted in on the second page as well but then didn't sign up for the challenge. Yeah, because I like can look up who signed up for the challenge where I got commission for it, and I put them in another list, and therefore on the second list I can only send to people who are on the list that like opted in on page number 2 but are not on the confirmed buyers list. Yeah, so there is a little bit delay in there, but still it's like a good way to make that sure. And obviously the confirmed buyers get on a different list. Yeah, so it's already an improvement. I'm still tweaking that one. Yeah, but in the end, solo ads don't work well for that. Or let's say like the funnel that I have set up works with like not with cold traffic, but more with like warm traffic. Doesn't need to be hot traffic, but they need to be at least aware of the problem. Like they want to change something, they should already know ClickFunnels and stuff like that, or have heard of Russell Brunson and like what kind of like insane entrepreneur he is, like to value, okay, they get a coaching from him for $100. But it doesn't work with like cold audience that well. My funnel, like I'm sure there is a one funnel away funnel. I'm actually curious, like the guy Jordan Mederich that invented the secret affiliate machine, he's working on a one funnel away funnel. I'm curious what he's going to release, like how it's going to look like. I'm sure he's going to include an amazing sales video. He's really like a very like extremely talented guy. Like there's like, yeah, like a lot of people can learn from him, but again, like I don't know how long he's in this game already, but he had some time like learning a lot, and he's really applying it very well. So, and yeah, so the thing is like there was the pain of like this funnel wasn't working, not converting well, and then like instead of giving up, finding a solution. So like you have this similar thing, and just like with workouts, like for example, I'm really bad at like what it's called skipping rope. Yeah, like the first time, and I never did that. Like the last time I did it was probably like 16 or something. Yeah, like basically 50% of my lifetime ago, and my personal trainer like forces me to do that shit, and doing it the first couple of times it looked like I don't know, like I'm a disabled person. It's like horrible, like even I was ashamed for being that bad at something that simple. But now after doing it a couple of times, it just goes fluently. I mean, I don't look like, I don't know, Rocky or somebody, la la la, yeah, but it's like a huge improvement. The same is like with I don't know, certain kinds of push-ups and other exercises where in the beginning I felt like I'm a, I don't know, a turtle lying on the back, yeah, lying on the back, and now I see like that I get better at it, that I like it's not exhausting, it's not as hard anymore. And sorry for that, but I said it's already like past 2 a.m. in the morning. And the same is in business. Like when I first started using ClickFunnels, yeah, I have like a really, I mean, it may sound a little arrogant, but I have a talent for software and like figuring out how it works. Like it just is what I love doing, what I've been doing so long. So it's like comes natural to me. But still, certain aspects like the follow-up emails, because while I know MailChimp and other stuff and it works similar there, yeah, but it still is like its own, it has its own logic, like especially all these conditions you can use. And there it's like just with the skipping rope, the more often I'm doing it, the better it gets, yeah. So you can, that's why I also like, I mean, I'm gonna make the statement here now. I cannot prove it for now, but I know that most very successful people also consistently do physical workouts, and it just shows while they do not give up with the physical workouts and they keep pushing their limits there, they also do not give up in business. They don't accept failure. They like learn from failure, move on, try again, try different, and sooner or later succeed. It may be that you need like 2 or 3 tries to succeed. It may be that you're like Thomas Edison, you will need 10,000 tries. But then again, like let's say you try every day, so in like whatever, like in 1 year you would try 365 times, so in 10 years 3650 times, so in roughly 30 years you would have like your success. So if you then have the choice when you are 18 and you start like your adult life, and you have the choice to work the next 50 years, roughly 50 years or 40 something years, 40 hours per week for somebody else, or you have the choice to keep trying 30 years, one thing per day, and 30. I have never heard of a success story where anybody tried for 30 years, to be honest, until they succeeded. Like the average thing is like for most success stories that I know is that it took them like up to 5 years or around 5 years. Some of them a little sooner, like after 2 or 3 years. Of course, there are some successes that only took a couple of months, yeah. But average, like we're not talking about decades here. So but still, if I would have the choice to work like 45 years for somebody else, 40 hours per week, and in the end they have like almost nothing, a small pension, and have to survive on that, or I can try every day for 30 years, and after 30 years I will have like my financial freedom, not talking about billions here, but maybe a passive income, so I do not have to work anymore. Or a bank account that supports like an okay lifestyle, not an average lifestyle, but slightly above average. Yeah, not driving Lamborghinis, but like just don't have to worry, and enjoying life and having longer and nicer vacations and stuff like that, and seeing a little bit more about the world, or whatever it is that makes you happy. For me, it would be an easy choice to like pick the, okay, I'm gonna try different things for 30 years. Yeah, and it's again the same thing like with workouts. Like if you were to do a workout and you see like you do it for a couple of months and there's no results, well, you can either give up or you can change the workout. You can change your personal trainer. You maybe your workout is right, but your nutritions are not right. Like you eat the wrong stuff, yeah. So you need to change something, or your trainer just sucks. Like for example, like my physical trainer or my personal trainer works at a gym where there are other trainers who like are working there like for years already, and they have clients they're working with for 6 years, and there are no results visible for the clients because the trainer doesn't care to deliver value. The trainer just cares about getting paid all the time. Yeah, that's also a valuable lesson in business. You will notice, and it's like that I'm not gonna mention names, yeah, because like that's not what I do. If I have a huge issue with somebody, I'm just gonna tell it to their face. But it's just a general advice here. You will notice while there are some people, like for example Jordan Mederich, who constantly tries to provide value. Yeah, he may not always succeed, yeah, but he does his best, the best of his abilities, to provide value to the community, to the members who of his paid core membership and stuff like that. Yeah. And there are others who simply just try to make money, which means like they do not care about your long-term results. They will simply try to push one product after the other to keep you paying, keep you paying, keep you paying. Or, you know, like, there's like the same applies to your personal trainers. You get a bad personal trainer, your workouts will not give you results, no matter how persistent you are. So there it actually goes a little bit into the video we had about, or I created about a couple days ago, about statistics and how important they are in business. Yeah. And the same applies to a workout. Like if you do not have statistics, like are you gaining weight, are you losing weight, how about the circumflex of whatever, like your chest, your arms, whatever you want to grow or lose weight at. Yeah. And if you do not keep statistics, or take pictures every week to compare them, yeah, it's like the way I do it. So like to simply see, is there like visible results, yeah, like really visible. And I don't care about my weight, like because it's for sure in an okay area. And obviously if I lose a little bit fat, I don't have a lot, but if I lose the fat that I have and build up a little muscle, of course I'm gonna be gaining weight because muscles are heavier than fat. So like there's no point for me personally to like get on a scale every week to just see like have I gained weight or lost weight or stuff like that. But taking pictures every week is like for me the easiest way to simply like I take them in the exact same spot with the exact same light with the exact same camera, and then I can compare the pictures week to week and see like from one week to the other hardly any results. But then if I check like my current workout I started like in February, which is like 2.5 months, maybe February, March, yeah, April, whatever. Yeah, it's really late. It's not so easy anymore for me. Yeah. So 3 months, let's say, and I'm quite happy with the results. Yeah. I never thought about having a six pack. Yeah, like I mean I thought about it like when I see whatever Brad Pitt in the beach or something and think like, oh yeah, pool would be nice. But I always like, you know, it was always like, oh, it's so much effort, yeah. But now it goes. Like I kind of hate sacrificing the time 3 times per week for it because I have so much other things to do that are like income generating. But it's also important to have like a solid balance. Like, so while there are a lot of similarities between your physical workouts and like your workouts in business, like getting better, learning new stuff, and like increasing your conversion rates, getting more leads, getting more sales, improving your copywriting skills, improving your advertising skills, and a million different other skills. Yeah, there is also like you need both. Like if you were just like spending 14-hour days in front of your computer working, but you do not have time to eat proper food and you just eat unhealthy takeout all the time and you don't have time for workouts, like you will not be able to do this for very long because your body will start to like give you clear signs like that's not the way to go. And there I'm actually lucky to have Irina. Like without her, honestly, none of that would be possible. It would be so much harder because I can really focus on what matters, like being there for my mentees, being there for the members of my inner circle, which pay a small fee for me being there, yeah, and providing value, like creating new stuff, figuring new stuff out before they have to. So when they get to that point, I already can avoid them, like, or tell them like what not to do and what works, yeah, and because I can simply like I can get up in the morning, I can go through my morning routine, and then I can like get to work and take action, and then I don't have to worry about what to eat because Ira takes care of like the proper like meals that they also align with my workout plan and stuff like that. And the same is like with other stuff. Yeah, like we're actually gonna talk, I'm not sure if we already talked. No, we're gonna talk in another video about like who's the first employee that you need to hire, and actually for me it's also Ira because she also takes care about like a lot of administrative tasks, but there we go into in another video. I think for today like 30 minutes is already more than enough. You should get like what I mean. With that, I'm gonna give like the microphone, yeah, to you, like the action back to you. Like let me know in the comments down below, like do you also see the similarity between workouts, like physical workouts, and like progress in building your business and building your empire, whatever it is you're doing, yeah. And are you working out regularly, or are you making excuses like I don't have time or stuff like that? And yeah, like what do you think about what I just said? Like, let me know in the comments below if there's a comment function. If not, head to YouTube or my social media and leave the comments there. And also, let me know, like, like if there's anything you want to talk about, like e-commerce related, IT related, software related, ClickFunnels related, marketing related, affiliate marketing related, workout related, whatever. If you have any questions at all, even if it's like about me, my history or whatever, just leave them in the comments below if that's not convenient for you, or if you don't want to do it in public, like just hit me up on Facebook and write me on my personal profile. And just let me know what you want to know. I'm quite open with like probably 99% of things. Yeah, there's like some things that are too personal, but with most things I'm quite happy to share them with you. That said, thank you for taking the time to listening to this or watching this. I hope you all have like a quite successful and productive week, and talk to you again tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.